And welcome back to Fallout, folks. But what's this? This isn't Fallout 4. No, this is Fallout New Vegas. This is a special feature I'm doing to show off one of my favorite parts of the game because, this is an annual thing I do once a year, and I'll explain more of that as we go. But, mainly what I want to do today is we're going to go meet one of my favorite villains, Caesar himself. Kaiser, if you believe what he wants to call himself, because he's a gigantic nerd, and that's part of what I love about him. But before we go meet him, for part of what I have planned today, I need a certain special follower who is going to help me make that possible. Now you can see I'm playing with some mods. I'm playing as a robot person. You can kind of see if I go here. Got some special perks. Dealing with being a robot. Just going to change things up. Also, there's some special weapons I've got that I've added in to make this a little more interesting. Because I've played this game before a bunch of times, and definitely want to kind of try some new things. But enough of that. Let's go meet the follower that's going to make things easier for us. And I'll explain as we go why we need him. But first, let's go find him. Also, before I forget, I need to take this because I realized earlier I need a pretty high speech check to actually get this guy to join up with you. Where is he? Oh, there you are.
Hello again. Still in one piece, I see. Like I said before, not all followers are good with people. I'm fine doing research back here, even if it is a bit boring and pointless. And a complete waste of time.
Hey there,
Don't
friend.
mind me. I'm just voicing my thoughts so they don't burrow out of my skull in a fit of abject despondency.
Why don't you come
No
with me?
offense intended, but why should I go anywhere with you? That seems appropriately resolute and yet vague. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and go with you, but let me be clear about something. If you plan to help Caesar's Legion, this is going to be a brief relationship. I may not have all the answers for how to fix Freeside's problems, but Caesar taking control isn't part of the solution. Fair?
Fair enough.
All right, let's not waste any time. There are people out there to help, things to learn. Maybe not in that order, but let's get to it.
All right. Got better healing. That's
I'm not
good.
exactly a mercenary, but taking out...
Let's see. Open inventory.
Sure,
Yeah.
just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay?
Let's see. What weapons can we give you? Probably... Ooh. That's probably good to give you. Hang on to that for ourselves. Hang on to that for ourselves as well. Ooh, boy. Alright. Should we give him some... Ooh. Ooh, here we go. Yeah, let's give you that. And give you some ammo in just a second. Let's give you some of these too. Even though we're probably not going to run into a whole lot of... Yeah, for what we're doing, we're not going to run into a whole lot of robots, but... Yeah, why not? And ammo, you need 10 millimeter. Let's give you, that should be plenty. And then you also need the microfusion cells for that Gauss rifle. Alright. There, look at that. Old holdover from Fallout 3. Alright, so with that out of the way, let's head over to Cottonwood Cove so that we can meet our friend Caesar. So I'm going to fast travel because it is a bit of a ways from here to where we're going. That's not even where we're going. Let's see. Delta. Is it even further south? Yeah, it's even further south. As you can see, we were coming basically like almost across the entire map just to get where we're going. So let's head over there. And howdy folks, welcome back. Did a little bit of a cut there just because we did have some travel time. I hadn't explored Cottonwood Cove just yet, but here it is. Here is Cottonwood Cove, the one beachhead the Legion has on the west side of the Colorado River. That's kind of whole stalemate that's been built up in this game. You have the Legion on one side of the river, stuck there. You have the NCR on the other. Oh, here comes the Green
Halt!
Party.
What business have you in Cottonwood Cove, outsider?
What business don't I have?
You wear the mark of Caesar. You must be who Cursor Lucullus is waiting for. You may continue, but be warned. Mark or no, we will not tolerate aggressive action by visitors in the camp.
Oh, do go on. Oh, behave. You're making me laugh here. Alright, so again, this is part of the Legion's foothold on this side of the river. They're mostly on the other side. And I like the storytelling the game does, where the NCR has most of the territory, but they're spread out, spread thin, so they're less able to effectively kind of keep the Legion from doing whatever they want. But, you know, both sides are kind of stuck at the moment. The Legion wants to take Hoover Dam so they can get access to Vegas and all the riches there so they can loot it and pillage it to their heart's content. NCR is trying to stop them and actually keep pushing east, expand their little empire. And you have House in the middle of it all in Vegas trying to build his own control over the various powers and regions. And here you are, some crazy courier, deranged mailman with a bullet in their head, who's poised to mess it all up for everybody. Now we're going to do this probably in a couple different phases, but I've experimented and there's some tricks to it. But we'll just keep going.
Awe, are you ready to head upriver?
What'll happen?
You'll be meeting face to face with the mighty Caesar himself, founder of the Legion, conqueror of 86 tribes. To my knowledge, this is the first time Caesar has ever summoned one of the dissolute to see him. That it would be a woman is even more surprising.
Who are you calling dissolute? Hockey
All
pad
who are not
Dan.
Legion are dissolute. They
Hockey
live in
pad
squalor,
Lucy.
unrestrained by morality, lacking moderation, temper, and self-control. Their very existence is a blight on the common good. Even worse are the profligates, the subtype of dissolute one finds this side of the river. They hold themselves to be civilized, when in fact they are corrupt and self-interested. The truth will be made clear to them soon enough. You'd know better than I would, but you must be remarkable for Caesar to take such an interest.
Alright, let's go
The
ahead
trip
and
will
see
take a
this
few
trick.
hours. Take your place on the boat.
And away we go.
Wait a second. What's going on? Am I playing Virgil to your Dante? I'd like to assume that we're tiptoeing into the mouth of hell out of academic curiosity, but I'm not so open-minded that I've lost my brains.
Let's see. Let's go with this.
Short of canceling our imminent travel plans, that's the best thing you could have said. Just be careful. If we travel at Caesar's pleasure, he may not let us out as easily as he lets us in.
Yeah.
By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items. Alcohol and all chems, including stims and other addictive items.
There used to be a little bug where if you brought Arcade, you would have to go through this conversation, which is why I brought Arcade along, but it seems like there's no real way around this, so we're just going to have to do it in a different way, a slightly more explosive way, but here we go, let's do this.
I know not why Caesar would wish to speak with such a physically inferior whelp, but I will allow this one exception. You may bear Caesar's mark, but do not attempt to share any of your medicine with anyone in the fort.
And I'll keep my holdout.
Your belongings will be returned to you when you leave.
That's important, because that leaves us with... If I go to my weapons, still got these little lovelies. Quite a few other ones too, but also leaves us with this. So, let's get to work.
Okay.
No, stay with me, Arcade. Stay with me.
I'll do my best.
And... ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Let's back up a bit. You can see where this is going. See, asshole. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Alright. This will be important later, but first we gotta go talk to Caesar. Caesar, whatever his name is. Alright, where'd he go? And that's important. Alright, cool. We're good to go. Oh, one thing we should also probably do. Let's see. I stole this from a certain a certain dude I murdered who Caesar probably liked. See how he reacts to me coming and wearing it. We should probably drop the detonator. Anyway, so we've made it into Caesar's camp. We don't have all of our weapons, so we can't do what I had planned at first, but I think we figured out a workaround where if we leave and come back, we shouldn't have to give up our items. We'll see. We will see. Let's see what happens once this stealth boy wears off. Got the little Legion boys running around.
Hi.
See. Oh, actually, this isn't. Probably isn't where I was meant to go.
You're slowing down.
So we need to go a little further this way. Find Caesar's tent. I think. We may just be going the wrong way altogether. Wasting time. Maybe I just need to go this way. Oh, there we go. Maybe this is the way. That's right, this is the camp proper. Alright. Oop. That's not the way. Let's see, how do I...
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the Burn Man.
Oh, the Burn Man. We'll have to talk to him later. Alright.
You must enter Caesar's tent alone. Anyone else must remain outside.
Alright, fair enough.
You must enter Caesar's tent alone.
Oh, I
Anyone
see,
else must
okay.
remain out.
Yeah, okay. So, I need you to wait. Ah, nope. Wait here.
Okay. Just don't be gone long.
Okay, here we go.
Our way. True to Caesar.
Hey, look who it is. Aw, we should talk to him a little bit before we talk to
Under
Caesar.
penalty of death, the prisoner is forbidden to speak with you until Caesar has permitted it.
Okay. Very well then. Fine, you big-headed jerk. You nerd. Let's talk to him. Let's find out what Caesar's whole deal is.
You're the courier who caused so much trouble for my legion, and yet you dare come before me. Years of meticulous scheming to place a mole at Camp McCarran. Wasted. So tell me this, because I really want to know. I am feared, with good reason. But you, of all people, dare to come here and stand before me, the mighty Caesar. What were you thinking?
We could do that, but not yet.
We'll deal with Benny when the time comes. In the meantime, you do know why I wanted to meet you, right? A man nearly kills you, so you track him across the breadth of the Mojave. You arrive on the strip and waltz into the Lucky 38 like someone left you a key under the doormat. You visit the tops, and next thing you know, the head of the chairman is fleeing the strip like a whimpering little pup. When you set your mind to something, you get results. I like that.
Oh, now you change
The
it.
question is, are you ready to get started?
How do you know so much about me?
I have eyes and ears everywhere. It behooves me not to invade the West blind and deaf. It hasn't been hard to track your progress. It's not as though you've been keeping a low profile. The time is fast approaching when my Legion will assault the Great Dam and invade the West. Before that happens, I want Mr. House knocked out of the game. A quick 1-2 punch, with you doing the punching. Down the hill, at the west edge of camp, is an old building. It was here when the fort was taken in 2277. Inside the building is a hatch. And inside that hatch are 2 steel doors that bear the sigil of the Lucky 38 casino. Now that same sigil is on the platinum chip Benny was carrying when we captured him. Isn't that interesting? Even more interesting, there's a slot about the same size as the chip on the console that opens the hatch. So you know what I think? I think the platinum chip opens those doors. Doors that can't be pried open, or drilled open, or blasted open. Because all that, I tried. I want you to destroy whatever you find in there. And then I want you to come back here and tell me about it. So go to the building and take this fucking platinum chip with you. My legionaries will meet you there, with your weapons and equipment.
Interesting.
Talk to Benny on your way out. He knows I'm going to let you decide how he dies. Maybe you want to remind him.
I might divide this up. You even comment about the hat I was wearing, dude. Man, you must be really pissed you didn't even mention how I killed your buddy Vexilarius. Well, I forget his name. Let's talk to Benny for a second. You stupid son of a...
Go ahead and laugh, baby. I ain't blind to the humor in this situation.
It is pretty funny.
Yeah, well, laugh it up on your own time.
This is my own time.
Down to brass tacks.
You, on the other hand.
How'd your meet and greet with Baldy go? Sure. Baldy wants you to go down there in the bunker and destroy whatever Mr. House stashed there. Oh, you don't want to do that, baby. Whatever's down in that bunker is the key to the city called Vegas. So here's what you do. You go down there and you use the chip to do whatever Mr. House would have wanted you to do. And when you get back to the strip, you find Yes Man. I made it so that cat can't help but be helpful. Dig? Try not to smile so wide, baby. You might break your mouth. Yeah, Baldy said you'd get to decide. So which way you leaning? Yeah, to die in my sleep at a ripe old age after a marathon session of hey-hey with 30 sex-starved broads. You'll set that up? Look, I ain't a harbor for illusions. I ain't expecting to get out of this shindig alive. That's why I'm trying to hand you my scheme, baby. It's called having a legacy. I know, so many options. How do you choose just one?
Indeed. Goodbye.
Ta-ta.
So I might actually divide this next part up into a different video because I forgot you have to do this before you can really talk to
Some of the slaves have been
talk to
spreading
Caesar.
stories
So
about them.
let's do that.
What a load of Brahmin shit. Can you believe that guy?
Oh, I know. He's a...
Well, yeah. Right. What did I expect? The man's a megalomaniac. He acts like this is some preordained cycle we're returning to. Of all the people who could learn from our past mistakes, he goes and throws all of our knowledge off a cliff. Instead of trying to learn from the past, he recreates it, runs back over the same old barren ground.
Our way, true to Kaiser.
Yeah, we get it. You know, like, hey, look, I don't like him much either, but we got some stuff to do before we can just do what we're here to do, so to speak. So let's. Well, hey there, folks. Sorry to interrupt the video in progress, but just to give you a little peek behind the curtain here. Basically, when I set out to make this video, there was a lot to it I didn't take into consideration. The fact that there's a lot of quests to do before you even get to the point I wanted to show off. The fact that even with the stuff I do want to show off, it's going to go a lot longer than I thought. So what I thought was going to be one half-an-hour video. I'm going to have to basically trim down. I have a lot of stuff. If you guys want to, I can include some of the stuff I'm cutting into another video where you see me go down into the little vault below the Legion camp to reactivate the Securitrons. Some more stuff with me talking to Caesar, killing Benny. That's all stuff I can include in another video. But even as it is, I'm going to have to basically make this into 2 videos. One 20-minute video thereabouts where I basically do all the setup stuff, and another about a half-an-hour video where I talk to Caesar and do all the stuff I want to show off. So that's where we stand. Just want to give you a little idea. I'm probably going to put this at the end of that first video, and then the next video will pick up where we go and we talk to Caesar and we get to the juicy stuff. All right. Well, thank you for hanging in there, folks, and with that, we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.